Hi guys, welcome back to the Piston Slap channel. This is kind of like at the tail end of our trip. We're about halfway home for the third leg of the trip, and thinking overall, you know, how I'm going to put my video together. So this is going to be the first part you're going to see, and then I'm going to place everything in chronological order as it went out and happened. We started in Boise, Idaho, rode up to McCall, and then over to New Meadows. From New Meadows up to Grangeville. We went up over Whitebird, you know, like Flappy Whitebird. That was an awesome summit. Then we dropped off of that and over to Lewiston, and Lewiston over to Kamei. Stayed the night in Kamei. Had about 70 to 100 miles of rain before getting into Kamei, so that was awesome. If I have some rain footage, I think I do, but I'm not 100% sure. But if I do, I'll go ahead and insert it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of looking around a lot because it was really pretty back here. So that was our first leg, and then from there we had Kamei, went up over Lolo Pass and then down into Lolo, and from Lolo, Montana, south into Salmon, Idaho, where we stayed the night. That was our second journey. And if you were following me on my Facebook, or yeah, mostly my Facebook is where I was dumping all my photos. Every night when I'd get into the hotel, I'd hook up to the Wi-Fi and dump all the videos or the pictures of everything I took that night or that day. So it's kind of like a live update of just still frames and stuff. Obviously I didn't upload my videos because I don't have a computer with me other than the camera. So from Salmon, Idaho, we've left and continued south down into Challis to Stanley. When we hit Stanley, we'll take Stanley all the way into Lowman. Lowman, we're going to hook off there, head west towards Garden Valley back to Banks, then Banks back to Boise. And that should conclude our trip. So that'll be the third and final leg. So like I said, I'll break my videos up into segments. Obviously, I think three videos would be entirely too long because each segment was over 200 miles. So, you know, trying to fit a lot of good video. We're going to do voiceovers, music video to some of it. Some of it's got vlogs and, you know, just me pointing out stuff and being weird. All sorts of fun stuff. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that series to come. And I apologize to my off-road dirt guys because I want to try to keep it all together, so it's just going to be each one right after the next. So that'll carry us on to I don't know how many months out. But I promise, while this is all going on, I'm filming off-road adventures as well, so I can kind of throw that in there after that series. So, like I said, please stay tuned if you're into the whole explorer, and we explored pretty much Idaho. Not all of it, you know, just, you know, the whole thing was, I guess they call it the pie run. We'll go for some apple pie or some sort of pie. But in the process, you get to go up over Lolo Pass, which, from what I understand, is the top 15 most desired roads to ride for motorcyclists. It was a fantastic road, and the scenery, oh my goodness, it was just breathtaking. And I get a lot of, I don't know, kind of on a personal note, I get drained on riding my sport bike around the Boise, Idaho area because I've seen so much of, you know, Lowman Loop. I've been around it so many times, it's boring to me. I've been up Bogus Basin a million times. It's boring to me. I've been to the racetrack. That's what kind of ruined Bogus for me. You know, going to the racetrack just totally, you know, how I ride my bike totally changes. And I was actually doubtful on taking it on this trip because of the exhaust system I'd put on it and how loud it was going to be. It's like, you know, can I handle listening to this thing just going, you know, droning in my ear for 300 miles at a time? But this bike, guys, I'm not trying to sell you a bike, don't get that wrong. The 13 ZX6R, and I'm pretty sure it's the same as all the way up to the current 16 ZX6R, is fantastic for road trips for me. It's not the best bike, you know, by any means. I mean, there's far better bikes out there for comfort, you know, electronic cruise, but if you're on a sport bike, I'm at home on this thing. I'm not sore when we get done. I have no need to get off my bike other than to put gas in it or take pictures or sleep, obviously. You know, and I'll touch a little bit. I put the GoCruise on it. So, you know, you get on those straightaways, you need to give your right hand a little bit of a break. You just, with your index finger, reach up, push it down, like I'll do it right here. Push it down, kind of adjust throttle where you want it. Obviously it's going to compensate for, you know, well, it doesn't compensate for anything. You just got to kind of find a happy median. So, you know, it's not like your car where you set it at 55. You just kind of position the throttle where you kind of, I'm climbing a grade, so, you know, I'm 57 miles an hour. When I go down the grade, obviously with the throttle input not changing, I'm going to speed up. So that's my little spiel on it. 20 bucks, well spent. Obviously I'm giving my right hand a break, you know, get that blood flowing. I don't really have that issue, but it is nice to have that break every now and then. And to disengage it, you basically just roll your throttle forward. It's like you might have heard the bike drop out there. You roll your throttle forward, and what it does is basically pushes the little lever back up, and you have, you know, your throttle back. Now, you know, in the event of an emergency, you know, if you grab the clutch, the engine's going to race way up and, you know, stuff like that. But okay, we're getting into something else, but we just want to kind of, you know, I'll BS on that on a later topic. The series, guys, it's going to be quite long, like I said. I mean, obviously, I got views like this for miles. I got miles of it. And I talked about all sorts of stuff. So, you know, please stay tuned, like I said. And always, if you're new to my channel, guys, subscribe to stick along with this series. If you like it, you know, there's a thumbs up button. You know, hit that thumbs up. Lets me know that you guys enjoy the content that I'm putting out there for you. And, you know, I might have said subscribe already, you know, to follow the channel. Sharing it, you know, if you're into this whole exploring thing, it goes miles when you share my videos onto your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, whatever. You know, I don't know how many, there's so many social medias out there, it's almost like ridiculous. So I guess that's it, guys. We're catching up to my buddy in the Ural, and so it looks like some traffic as well. You get a little bit of that sidecar action, which is, you know, also throughout the whole series. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up, you know, right here on this catch up to the Ural. And you guys, probably some of you are like, oh, Ural, how awesome. A Russian motorcycle. Dude, this guy, he's with my group. He did the whole trip in that Ural. Some of the spots were slow, some were, you know, fairly fast, but pretty decent. So anyway, guys, I'm Robert with the Piston Slap channel. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you on the next one. Have a safe and great week.